You ready?
Yeah, I'm really excited about this spin class, Joe.
I'm gonna kick ass right now.
Yeah. Hey, you think my glutes are coming in?
Well, the glutes could use a little work, to be honest with you.
Really?
Yeah, but your quads are getting bigger by the day.
All right.
Come on, let's go. Do this, man. I'm really glad.
Joe, get me ready for the Jersey Guy try.
Get up! Let's go! Imagine you're in the Tour de France and you race Lance Armstrong and you're at the finish line. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Come on! Work those legs! Come on! Come on! Yes! Yes!
Tell me I'm
Come on! Come on, Jersey Guy! It's yours!
Tell me I'm Lance Armstrong.
Better than Lance Armstrong!
Yeah.
Jersey Guy! Ah! Up, down, up, down, up, down.
Fitness Real Talk, keeping it real every day.
Fitness Real Talk, keeping it real, that's what we do.
And welcome back to Fitness Real Talk. I'm your host, Greg Crawford, with my co-host, Joe Papalardo.
How you doing? What's up, Greg?
What's up, Joe?
Good, buddy.
And we're back for episode 4. And today we're talking about, is spin good for getting in shape? Joe, let's talk about spin because we know there's a lot of spin fans out there. And we're going to keep it real with you. We don't dislike spin.
Actually, we're going to be incorporating it into our routine here. Eventually,
Absolutely.
it's going to be a part of our membership.
Right.
So
let's keep it real with them now.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. Well, here's the thing. With spin, you don't want to overdo it. We've talked to many spin loyalists where that was their sole way of exercising. And that's an issue. And that's where we've had issues with spin. If you use it as a tool, as great cardio to strengthen the legs, and you incorporate it with a good exercise routine, spin can be very useful and very effective.
Yeah.
But you have to do it in moderation and with other things that are going to benefit you. If you just do spin, solely spin, you could wind up with some imbalances because, like as we were joking around in the skit, the quad heavy and the less glutes, because there's so much forward cycling, a lot of times people develop larger quads when they're doing spin every day, and their glutes might lag behind, which then leads to other problems that could lead with the back, the shoulders, and all different kinds of, mechanics. So
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely a fun workout.
Yeah.
It's great cardio. But like Joe said, you have to have some balance and do some other types of modalities. It can't just be spin. You want to incorporate, some strength training with that. Be a little more diverse with your fitness. But spin is definitely a good tool to use, for cardio. Another problem too is if you're doing spin like 4 or 5 days a week for an hour, maybe I know some of these classes even more than an hour.
Yeah.
I mean, you're burning a lot of muscle, and you're pretty much going to be spinning your wheels if you're trying to get leaner. So just keep that in mind.
we've had people come to us with that, like, I've done spin every day before we actually sit and talk to them,
Yeah.
and I can't seem to shed any more weight or shed body fat.
Yeah.
And, they don't, like, by doing that, they don't realize that sometimes it's not about the intensity of the cardio. It doesn't have to be a life and death cardio every time. If you do a good anaerobic workout, then sometimes you want to do a good, strong interval aerobic cardio. And it doesn't have to be spin. It could be something like running on the treadmill or doing the Stairmaster at a lower intensity, also to keep your joints intact. You want to be exercising for a long time, so you don't want to always kill yourself.
Yeah, I mean, just because you sweat a pile of sweat
Doesn't mean
below
anything.
you doesn't mean you're necessarily getting leaner. So just keep that in mind. Anything else to add, Joe?
Well, you said the most important word, balance.
Yeah.
And as long as you keep that in the back of your mind when it comes to spin, and you incorporate it with other means of exercise.
It's a great tool, though.
It's a tool.
If running is too taxing on your back and your knees, spin's a great alternative for that.
Absolutely. That's why we're going to incorporate it into our boot camp
Yeah,
program.
it's good to mix it up.
As a mix-up, something different.
Mix it
people
up. All right, so that's awesome. Let's go. Joe's got a great workout of the week, so let's go right to that.
Let's go do it. Good job. Hey, it's Joe from MTG, and welcome to the workout of the week. Okay, now, last week we discussed posture, okay? I'm gonna follow that up this week with something else. Again, we're not gonna do a traditional workout, but we're gonna discuss another topic, and that's core involvement when you're training. Okay, so many times when I see people moving, I take a look at how they're moving their body, if they're effectively working the muscles they're trying to work. I wonder if they realize if they're actually working the muscles that they're working or they're just doing exercises. Because sometimes you can't even tell. If someone's just looking at them training, it's hard to tell. I have a trained eye for this, so I know. But sometimes it's deceiving. One thing we covered was posture. Now I'm going to discuss core involvement. Many people unknowingly tend to use their necks when they're trying to get leverage through a set, and they're let's say at the end of their set doing 11 or 12 reps, those last 2 or 3 reps, they go like this, they go like that. Most people do. If you're a working person, you're on the computer all day, you tend to have bad posture, and you just use your neck. You hold your tension in your neck. If you're out all day, most people hold all their stress in their neck, and that carries over into the workouts. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to shift where we keep everything tight, where we breathe, everything. We want to take it from our neck and come into our core, okay? Because the core, having a tight core, the core affects everything. How we breathe, our workout, everything, okay? Plus, you can get a better abdominal core workout just squeezing a certain way on a certain exercise than if you were doing crunches. So together we're going to discuss that right now. And I can't reiterate how important it is to breathe. Breathing is so important to get that oxygen to the brain, to get you flowing, to get you feeling good. If you don't breathe, you can't live, you can't go. So always remember, the proper breathing techniques are very important. Now, let's say you're doing a lat pull down exercise, okay? So I'm going to come to here. Your standard lat pull down would be you sitting in a chair, your legs harnessed here, and you're coming down. Now, a very typical movement I see when someone starts to struggle, right here, again, that posture's got to be back, okay? But they come down, right? And the neck goes like this. Like that. You'll see that all the time. You have to harness yourself with your core all here. This is how I train. This is how you need to train. You need to squeeze here every ounce of your being, your core. It's all here. It brings it all together. Right in here. Get that good breathing from your trunk. Harness everything, all your strength, everything from your right here. All this. I don't feel anything in my neck. I feel all the strain, all the tension here, and the muscles I'm trying to work. I'm isolated and I'm focused. I'm breathing properly, I'm positioned properly, and I'm executing. That's not going to accomplish anything. That's just movement. Okay? We want to properly execute. Okay? Now, same thing on the press. These basic movements tell the story. Imagine I was sitting up and I had one of those hammer strength press machines, okay? And this goes if you're lying flat, if you're sitting up. I'm just doing the sitting up so you can understand what I'm doing. Same thing, the wrong way. You know, people, they struggle here. It's all here. It's all in your neck, right here. That's not where you want to be. Nice tight stomach, right here. Breathing out on the exertion, right here, all the tension. Right here, squeeze. Connect with your trunk, connect with your core, everything you do. I'll go to another basic movement that I just did, the bicep curls. Same thing as when we did posture, okay? I happen to feel my abs when I train biceps just as much as if I actually train abs. So, again, standing right. Now, when I come down slow, I'm locked in. This right now, it's all about this. This is keeping everything together. This is keeping me in the right posture. This is protecting my neck. This is keeping my abs engaged. And this is going to allow me to breathe properly. Everything comes from in here. Always have a core mindset in everything you do and squeeze the proper muscles, the core, the bicep if you're trying to do biceps, the chest if you're trying to do chest, and the lats if you're trying to do lats. And legs as well. If you're trying to do legs, same thing. Good posture. Stomach, I'll show you from the side angle. Right now, I'm setting up, right now I'm all here. I'm all here. This is how I'm going to do this. I'm going to break, I'm going to come down, nice and tight. My abs are engaged, okay? Keep that core tight, and keep that breathing right.
All right, so that wraps up another episode of Fitness Real Talk. And Joe, another one, great one, of course, as always.
We keep it real, that's what we do.
We're keeping it real. So whatever you want to do, share this on whatever channel you want to share it on. Make sure you keep following us. And stay tuned for next Friday. We're going to be talking about sushi. We know there's a lot of sushi lovers out there. And we're going to keep it real with you, whether sushi is friend or foe.
Friend or foe.
See you next week.